Hi, I'm Matt Bissonette, and this is the Extraordinary Everyday Leadership Podcast. Have you ever been to one of those meetings, you know the kind, where the person leading the meeting is doing all the talking? It's one-way communication with you sitting there listening. You get about 5 minutes into the meeting and you're thinking, this is clearly a meeting that should have been an email. Well, today we're talking about extraordinary leaders and how they hold a meeting. There are 3 fundamental steps to ensure that you have a productive meeting and your team is engaged. Step 1, consider what you need to cover with your team. Does it need to be a meeting or could it be an email? Major company announcements are probably best served in a face-to-face meeting. However, your weekly team meeting shouldn't necessarily be all major company announcements. So do you need a weekly team meeting that's just one-way information? Maybe your team is better served with a weekly email from you. Once you've decided that you need to have a meeting, step 2 is to create an agenda. Yes, have an agenda that talks about what will be discussed. I say discussed because meetings should be held to discuss a topic and then have a decision based on the discussion. You can send information out in advance for people to preview and read so they are prepared to come to the meeting and actively engage in the discussion. Step 3 is basic meeting management. Start and stop the meeting on time. This demonstrates a level of respect for those who showed up on time and for those who have obligations following your meeting. This is especially important now during COVID-19 with meetings literally being booked back to back. Tell latecomers you can catch them up later rather than recap what you've already covered and make everyone wait through it again. Part of basic meeting management is to leave time at the end to caption action items that were decided upon during the discussion. These should be included in meeting notes that are also listing out who is accountable for which items. Another action-oriented strategy that I've implemented is to do 30-minute meetings. Everyone wants to book an hour meeting, and our meetings always last an hour. I've moved to action-oriented 30-minute meetings. We meet, we discuss, we decide, we move forward with our day. I found that people appreciate the additional time in their day, as well as having had a productive meeting. So as you start your day today, consider, are you having an email meeting today that maybe you should rethink? Meetings don't have to be a drain on your day, but they do require an amount of planning and thinking to help you get the most out of them. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, but until then, keep moving forward.